Hi, Happy New Year. It's 2024 now. How do we feel about that? I hope that you guys have had a great holiday and New Year. You can see here I have a new and fresh camera angle that you've never seen before. You're in the wires, man. You're in the wires, dude. Yeah. How many people are going to turn it off after that section? That's that may get cut. We'll see. Before I get into the Tyso-Daiko, want to just say, thanks for sticking with me in this channel. And I'm going to get these wires out of the way. I really do mean it. Happy New Year. Hope everyone's safe, happy, healthy. I am putting this out there. I am trying to grow the channel to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can, please like and subscribe. It's a big help for me. It's free. It's a free way that if you are at all entertained by what you see here, it's a big help. The ALM Busy Circuits TYSO-DAIKO is quickly becoming one of my favorite modules. The way you can just get a variety of sounds, both melodic and percussive, at the same time in such a small module is very cool. I would almost dare say it's not the same as a DFAM, but it's got some DFAM kind of vibes to it, in that it marries the idea of melodic and percussive sounds at like the same time in a really fun and explorative way. What I've done here is I have actually a pretty simple patch that I just did on a whim. I had no intention of doing this video, in fact. I made a patch and it was cool, and then I put it up on Instagram as a cell phone video, and I put it up on TikTok as a cell phone video. So I thought, I'm like, you know what? There's some interest behind this patch, so I'm going to put a video together about it. And now I am going to kind of play the track, and I'm going to sort of walk through the patch. And then at the end, I'm just going to let it run. So you can fast forward to just the audio, or just the music part of it. I had a lot of fun making it. I think I'm probably still going to keep tweaking this because it's just so fun to like kind of find the little spots to kind of manipulate. But it's a pretty simple patch overall, so let's get into it. All right, we're at the case. I'm going to play the patch for you right now. Right now I have the percussion pulled back. It's in there, but we'll get to that in a sec. I'll try to be quick with how this is patched together. The sequencer is Metropolix. Both the gates are going into the triggers on Tyso-Daiko. So track 1 is trig 1, track 2 is trig 2. And then I'm taking the clock, and I'm bringing the clock over to this molt, and I'm splitting that a few different ways. So I have clock going into maths, and maths I'm then reclocking back into itself on those first and fourth channels and sending those out to the accent and choke of Tyso-Daiko. I'm also sending that clock up to Zadar, which is manipulating the wave knob on Tyso-Daiko. Then I'm also taking the clock out and bringing it over to Instruo at EOS. EOS. Anywho. So the clock is going into the AND input. I'm taking the AND output and putting that into the XOR input. And then I'm using the two XOR outputs to trigger the percussion out of Rample. Okay, so that's the clocking. I'm taking I'm also putting Tyso-Daiko into MFX, and that is in the Digi-PCM Echo setting in ping pong. So I'm sure if you're listening in headphones, you're hearing this go back and forth. I'm also taking that and I'm using kind of Ghost as an end of chain sort of processor, and that's doing some stuff. So let's see that filter. It's doing quite a bit there. And then also I can add in some more delay, which is really awesome about this. But I'm going to roll that back for now. And then I'm also using the compression at noon. I'm boosting the volume here. I have a fair amount of distortion, actually. You can see the distortion when it goes from that LED there. So let's bring in the percussion, because it's sort of like a random intermittent percussion. And while that's gonna get around to it, one of the other things I forgot is there it is. I'm actually using filter 8 as an LFO for Zadar, so you're seeing that thing go back and forth, and if I crank that, you can see that's my LFO for that. So on this side, tends to be a little more metallic. On that side, it tends to be a little more melodic. So it's kind of oscillating back and forth between the sort of metallic and melodic sides of Tyso-Daiko. And then also with Metropolis, I have it right now. I have this assigned to the various play orders of the sequencer. So right now on this end, it's in random, but then I could just go sort of like linear if I turn this all the way. And then as you go through, it kind of has the various play modes and sort of arpeggio modes. I like using Metropolis that way. And so, but we're not married to this melody, like. And if I want it to hold a little longer on one side or the other, I'll just bring down this LFO. Alright, so I think we get that side of it. The other thing was with Rample, I do this a lot. I throw a lot of things just into Data Bender to kind of screw it up a little bit. So right now, Rample's going into Data Bender, and I actually am manipulating I'm manipulating the mix knob with Oct. So this is kind of bringing it in and out of like full Data Bender mode, and it's sort of lining up sometimes, it's sort of not. It's subtle. But if I were to take that out, let's see. Now it's, yeah. Let's put it back in. And I'm kind of increasing the, but it's really better when it's like held on one side or the other. But really cool. And this just sort of evolves, you know. I can change the shape of this with Zadar, which I really like. Keeping that CV high is important. You can do some of the like peakier ones, but it's not quite. I do like it when the CV is a little higher. That's a good one. And you you can also still like go in and play with the fold knob, or you could, you know, add CV to it. Also with maths, with the accent and the choke manipulation, can have a lot of fun with that too. Open that up a little more. I want that to be back more on the melodic side, so I'm gonna speed up. There we go. Now let's slow that down. So there it is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually transition over to a performance I already recorded. It's a few minutes, but I'm actually not going to do an outro. If you made it up through this point, please like and subscribe. Again, I'm trying to get this channel to 1,000 and beyond, but 1,000. And so it would be a big help to get things to that point. And yeah, I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Enjoy.